Hey, what's really good? Oh man,
Y'all know what
what?
it is.
Yeah. We got
Savage AF, y'all. That is the show that you're on, right? Well, that you're watching. We're on
right.
it.
That we're
We
on it,
are
but
it. We are it.
we are the show, and you are the show, and we are the show.
And
We
together,
are the show.
we are the
Are the
children.
children.
All right, man. So, Savage AF, it's your boy Black Pedro here.
Yo, what's going on, Shang in the building?
You know
Finally,
what I mean. You know
I
how we do it, man.
I got smacked down
Welcome
to the
back.
ground.
No, welcome
Yeah,
back, brother.
smacked to the ground.
Woo!
A little bit under the weather. Feeling better, but got to catch a plane tonight. Go to Colorado.
Oh man, stay safe, Lady Hazel May. I don't know how I feel about this. You are way too excited to see Shang back. Like she's like, we missed you. Like I wasn't enough.
Thank you. No, come on.
But no, and like no, welcome back. But damn.
You know what? No, thank you guys
No,
so
we did.
much.
Of course. No, we all missed you.
That's messed up, Pedro. And
No.
that's messed up, man.
Okay.
That's messed up. Pedro! All right, so check this out. The bottom line is we are back, but I wasn't here. And it's anytime I'm here because I was feeling like hammered. I was feeling like hammered shit. I felt like they shoved me up a vampire's ass and I lived there for 2 days. Then they released me out of his butt cheeks. I was a little fucked up there. Actually, that's from Blade. I don't know if y'all have ever seen Blade. He said, "How do you feel, old man?" He said, "I feel like hammered shit."
Oh, so there you go.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel better now.
But man, welcome back. Like welcome back for sure, dog. Like I was like, oh man, let this man be all right, please.
But everybody like, oh, you got the vid. You got the vid. You got the vid. I'm like, I hope not.
I myself, I'm still like really congested right now. Like behind my eyes is like a lot of pressure. There is, and so it's dusty, it's windy. And all of that can make you. So I took a second test today because I didn't realize the kit that I took yesterday. It was like a 24-hour to 36. You got to take 2 tests between those 2 hours, and I took another test today, and still negative on the COVID. So
I went and got one done, and it takes. I would know today.
But the pressure in this area. My ocular area, that shit is.
Woo! I was under the weather a little bit, but I'm back now. Yo, we're Savage AF. We're doing the goddamn thing. We do what we do. We do what we do when we do it. Goddamn.
When we do it is Monday through Friday, live, Facebook, YouTube, boom. Simultaneously. Mondays and Fridays. Typically, we're on at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Typically, Tuesday through Thursdays, we're on at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
6 p.m.
Again, live, YouTube, Facebook, on YouTube. All right. You see it scrolling at the bottom if you're watching. YouTube.com/C/SavageAF World. All one word. If you miss us live, Shang, tell them what they should do.
If you miss us live, first off, how about that?
Woo, that's the first.
No, that's just fuck you. Fuck what you're going through. Facts matter.
Fuck everybody.
Okay, facts matter. The bottom line is what you need to do is check us out on all the podcast platforms of the show, which is on iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify. And go ahead, man. I'm going to give you something. I want a country flavored one. Something with a little bit of country flavor so we can get our southern constituents into the mix with Savage AF. All right, then. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead, do it, buddy.
SoundCloud train on SoundCloud, man.
That was it
7J
right
Hip
there.
on SoundCloud. Man,
That was it. All right. And also make sure if you go to our YouTube page, like it and subscribe because they will say out there on SoundCloud, man. All right. So
Right there on SoundCloud.
bang, 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 bang. Boom. All right. So we never gave you a country one. That was the first time. That was for our constituents in the South that like our show. Now, make sure you, if you do go to our constituents, that's what I call them. Make sure you like it and subscribe. Make sure you give us the thumbs up, go in there, and also make sure you follow at Black Pedro. At Black Pedro on the Instagram. And on the Instagram, comedian Shang. Oh, you silly bastards. Do it. Do it. Do it.
You see it right there.
You do it. It'll make you feel better about yourself and your life.
My friend.
Okay?
That's what it is.
Pelicans.
They were flamingos.
They were flamingos. Also, make sure you check us out on all the platforms. And when you do, make sure you do that. Now, we got the rundown on the run-up because the rundown is coming to happen. And we got a lot of people in the feed. Oh, shit.
I got Nicole H, Breezy JJ's, Lady Hazel, Queen B, Bronda Ray. I see y'all.
Miss Adverb.
Miss Adverb is here, our Minister of Defense for sure.
Yeah.
Who is this? Miss Cherie. Yeah, you got an accent on the end of the last. Miss
I don't know what the fuck he just did, but he did it, and
it's like French.
That just happened.
He's not so good. Do not make
that just happened. And my French. All right, I'm gonna show y'all my French, and it's from an old song. Voulez-vous coucher le soir, ce soir? Il m'amola. Okay, that's not even a song, is it? That is a song.
Not that version.
That is a song. Feeling Paco Malela, Hela. And it's
now your Pacific Islander is coming out. If you got any in you,
yeah,
you just sounded way Pacific.
What Mira bottom Mambela. Okay, that was so bad. That was so fucking bad. Listen, like Mon Chéri.
Yeah, okay. She said like Mon Chéri.
Chéri.
Oh, Mon Chéri. Welcome to Savage AF.
Can I play R. Kelly and play with your booty?
Tonight we are sipping a Bordeaux, Mademoiselle Chérie.
Okay, that was
This
wrong.
Is actually not Bordeaux. I don't bring that shit up.
That was wrong. But no, Savage AF's here for you and for the kids. And also, before we get started, I wanted to say this. We will be working. Now, this weekend, I'll be in Colorado Springs. But next week, if you get a chance and you're in the Reno area, bam, we are going to be at the Laugh Factory, Reno, Tahoe, for October 19th.
No, Nevada.
I'm sorry.
I said Reno, Tahoe. Okay, I got you.
Reno, Tahoe.
It's like the same area.
It's the same. Reno, Tahoe. Yeah. We'll be there October 19th through October 24th at the Laugh Factory at the Legacy Casino. If you get a chance, come out and check us out live if you live in the area. Now, I wanted to get that out the way, put that into the ear hole, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I wanted. I wanted to get that off my chest and make sure y'all knew that I knew, y'all knew that I knew, you knew that I knew that y'all knew. Now, what? Feel it. Yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes you got to let a nigga know shit.
Just say how you do it.
How you do it.
You got to pull up and do it how you do it.
And then when they see how you do it, they see there's levels to this shit.
Damn, that's how I wanted to do it, but that nigga did it how I did it, and I never
couldn't do it like that. That's what we do, and that's what Savage AF does. You know what I'm saying? Bars, skill, pause. All right. All right.
Shout out Tony Baker. All right, man.
What's up, Kuchadamas? What's going on with it?
We're gonna do the rundown on the run up, on the run around, on the rain through. All right, man. So we're gonna end today with a Shangry, and it'll be like a double Shangry. This is gonna be a bookend for you guys. But stand the fuck up or shut the fuck up. It's pretty specific directions, but we will give you the details. Before that, Black Pedro pop in other things to do with your Sundays.
It sounds like something creepy. I don't know why. You made it sound creepy.
And we're gonna have no, for sure.
You said other things to do with your Sundays.
because
Yeah, if you
people
just said
act
it another way.
no, because people act like they can't figure out what else to do with their Sunday besides what we're gonna talk about. But before we get into that,
I try to get Coochie Dominus to get me these hoes.
hey, you know what it is. But before that, we're gonna run the clock. Biden is cracking the whip on the global supply chain. Let's talk about it. But before we get into that, let's do a catch up, man, because it is, and I don't mean the condiment. Okay, hold the mustard. All right, get you some water there, brother. Don't, hey, because this is just what we were gonna do. Is you've been gone a couple days. Everybody missed you. Get your gummy on. Get the vitamins. It's Savage AF, y'all. It's Wednesday, October 13th, 2021. Fuck your feelings is our motto. Facts matter. I'm Black Pedro. That's comedian Shang. We are going to start today's show. It's a Wednesday hump day with the catch up.
It's not hump day.
And I don't mean it is. Isn't it Wednesday or is it Thursday? No, it's Wednesday. Yeah, no,
Is
it's
it hump
Wednesday.
day?
Bro, it's Wednesday. Yeah, it's hump day.
Damn, I lost track.
Stop fucking with me, man. I'm trying to catch up with you, and you need to catch up with us because it is Wednesday, October 13th, 2021. And Shang, so the past couple of days, talked about some sort of major developments. I know you did a review of The Closer.
Yeah, I did a review for
Dave Chappelle's latest special, and apparently last, or at least for a while, according to him, for Netflix. But and at the same time, the Raiders head coach had to quit, and had to resign because of hate-filled comments that he put out in the ether,
racist,
in the crowd.
xenophobic, sexist, titty pics grab, pussy crunch, punch, finger punch, booty stick, smash,
dick hole biscuit, ass
right,
nugget,
funk,
whole doggy,
yes,
nasty.
It was nasty. But now I did do a review. Bam! I did a review of the Closer, and I got static from people for my review, which is fine because I know I would do that. I would get people saying that. I personally thought it was good. I didn't think it was great. I didn't think it was the best thing ever. I don't think it was groundbreaking. I think that some of the stuff he said pertaining to the transgender, I don't know if that was that hit a little too close to home for some people. If people got upset, I'm gonna ask you what you think, but I'm gonna tell you, I thought it was consistent. There was some very funny parts in it, and I just feel like the people that got upset is some of the most soft, cream puff, yogurty bitches in the world. It's a comedy show, and smack, nigga, smack.
Did the five fingers?
Smack, nigga. Smack, nigga. That's what I thought. I mean, Chappelle. Now, this is the part I had a problem with. I watched a couple of his specials because I was sick and I was just laying in the bed. That I'm the greatest of all time shit. You need to cut that the fuck out. Okay, Chappelle, use my boy.
He said that many people consider to be.
Okay, but then he said that how great he was in another one, and starting to be a little conceited, bro. A little conceited. I'm gonna have to put these hands on you, cuz. No, but no, he is a GOAT. He's a GOAT. He's definitely a GOAT. But there was a couple things that I thought was inconsistent, and I said it in the review. Space Jews. That bit did not pay off. I don't give a fuck. It did not pay off. It was just like, I'm saying it cause, I said Jew.
I think, so I showed it to my mother last night.
Okay. What's your mom think?
And I got to watch it a second time, and she was ovating, clapping, and was very into a lot of the things he said. But personally, what I realized was that, there were some other bits that are totally getting glossed over that were like cringeworthy and kind of horrid. But
yeah,
where like the he was molested by a priest and whatever like that, like
coming on his face.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, exactly, kind of like that, but And I was like, you guys there's a lot to focus on if you wanted to really criticize this thing.
Because
But they're focused on one topic.
it's the trick and the topic that he fucking beat to death like a horse, that he beat to death on the other bit. There was 30 minutes of the other special that he talked about transgender. It was 30 minutes. And in this one, it was like 35 minutes where he focused and he brought back to transgender, the gay community, all the other stuff. And my thing is, I even said it in my review, I said the gay community wears tutus and dildo fucking shoulder blades and strap-ons and one on the ass, one on the front. You got to have a sense of humor if you do that. You cannot walk around and go, "Don't talk about us. We've been persecuted," and to try to say their persecution is deeper than the black plight in this country is just not true. It may be equal in some measures, but it's not. Doesn't run as deep.
Well, he's clearly, that's what ultimately clearly Chappelle, and he states it, is trying to highlight that about, the existence of racism in every aspect and every movement in America, whether it's women's lib or, just the emancipation of black people or, trans rights or Asian American rights. It's like all of it has always been exclusionary. Suffrage, the right to vote, as it's known, like all of it has been exclusionary to black people. So ultimately, that's what this work was about, right?
Nazi, assalamu alaikum. Nazi's in the feed. What's up, Nazi? I just wanted, I did have a problem with some of the people that are trying to shut him down. And some of the people that when he talked about transgender, I just felt like, you know what? He did make some good points. He did make some stuff. Some of it simply was not a good bit. Fuck that. The space juice thing was just not a good bit.
No, it's like, and it's funny, like none of that's being criticized right now. Like that, like the priest molestation joke wasn't great for me. Yeah, but I was like, all right, well, that's a throwaway. But I think the body of the work, like you said, it's 35 minutes of
the overall work,
and so it's going to be about that,
right? The baby,
that was his point. That I mean, and I think he was very clear in his mission and what he was there to do that night, and throughout that body of work. At least in this version of the culmination of it, was that he was there to talk about this thing and try his best to settle it from his point of view, which I think was representative in his mind and in the representation in reality of black people. Like
black people have more shit to be concerned about than a nigga wearing a strapless or or anything like that and putting on fake titties and now I'm not saying in those pictures that I'm showing the people that are listening to the show that I'm showing to Jamie Foxx and Wanda or whatever, both
Wanda
of them.
And what was her name? Shaniqua, right?
Shaniqua. Those aren't good representations of anything. That's just hideous. But I mean, there was I literally have. It's so weird that he has a bit about fighting a lesbian, and I had a bit about that before that I was going to do. I did it a few times, and then I didn't do it, and it was so linear thinking, and I'm glad I didn't do it because people think, "Oh, you got that from Chappelle," and I really didn't. And because a lot of these big name comedy acts watch me and Pedro, they watch us, and then all of a sudden, magically, they shit forms together like Voltron.
Us, man.
They've been a little too close for comfort, niggers.
I ain't saying us.
But no, I'm not. But I'm saying at the end of the day, I think his point was more the black plight is a little deeper than the transgender plight. And also, I liked his point where he said, bottom line is, you're born a woman. You're a woman. When you see, and I agree, when you see men basketball players, and he said if it was a transgender basketball players, he would score 800 points a game. I mean, there is a difference. There's a UFC fighter that is now a transgender. He's been beating the shit out of women. It's not even fucking close. You can see his Adam's apple and neck. You can see where his balls used to be. And he's fucking these women up. And I think that's not fair. And the women are like, I'll fight him. I don't care, because women are delusional. It's like, I can hang with you. No, you fucking can't.
They have a warrior spirit.
Yeah, the average dude can fuck up most women. And I'm talking about the average boxer, not a good boxer, not a great boxer, like a regular ass boxer. A regular ass boxer fought a middleweight woman, and she boxed for a long time. Chances are, if he lands a few to the titty and then one to the head, she's going down. Now, I don't want the women to think that there ain't women that can beat. There's women that can beat men's ass.
What do you say? I tenderize those chicken cutlets.
Yeah.
All right. So yesterday I was highlighting the juxtaposition of Chappelle, being the attempt to cancel him, but Netflix backed him up and was like, he did not cross the line of hate. This is critical speech. It's within the art form, but it didn't cross into the land of hate. But John Gruden, white guy, looks like Chucky doll, had to resign. No choice. And we don't know if he felt it in his heart or if he just was pressured from the top.
He was pressured from the top.
Okay.
But I read a couple articles. He was pressured from the top.
All right. So either way, and that being given, I was just trying to highlight the difference between these, hate, critical writings, right? John Gruden wrote some things that are critical and controversial, and so did Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle said his out loud. John Gruden put his on email, and one gets fired and the other doesn't. Obviously, who hired?
Can't really fire Chappelle, but
I said that too. But firing would be canceling in this point, right? Like, if Netflix had canceled him, he would have been fired. They did not. You know what I mean? Like the special would have been fired, right? Like that would have been the equivalent. They
would have taken the special off. But guess what? Gruden's was not clever writing or insight. It was just blatant. That's all it was. It was. I mean, so him getting fired. It should be. There was a couple of reasons. I think I read. It was because they're already getting enough backlash with the things that they got going on with the NFL. Some of the still racist comments and racist things they've done with some of the owners, and some of the heat they're getting pertaining to some of the cheerleaders that have come out and put depositions against how much chauvinism is going on. Even though I think the cheerleaders and ring girls are fucking useless. Right. They don't help the players play better. It doesn't make the crowd get hyped. Cheerleaders don't hype the crowd. It's a bunch of pretty girls dancing, getting a check, and I think they're useless. I think ring girls
in high school and college they do.
And high school and college, because they're doing flips and shit. But guess what? Who gives a fuck? All right. If you want to see something, if you want to see sexy twats, go to the fucking twat shop. Which, by the way, that's not the name of a place yet, is it? I'm sure. But I'm sure the twat shop. But I mean, I just feel like cheerleaders but these cheerleaders are put it. So it's a combination of all those things that Gruden is getting the business.
So JRA NYC said, "How does one thing have to do with the other?" And I think that was in reference to the Chappelle versus Gruden argument. And it's not an argument to me. To me, I was just what I was doing yesterday, and I don't know if you were here at JRA, but I was just looking at black man does something controversial, white man does something controversial. Both are criticized as being hateful, but black man does not get fired or canceled. Let's just use the word canceled instead of fired. Black man does not get canceled. White man does. Why did that happen? Because white man actually said things that are full of hate. And as Netflix said, Dave Chappelle did not cross the line towards hate.
Into hate.
He was not in a hateful.
He wasn't
place.
in a hateful place, but also you
And Shang Gruden
motherfuckers. If you put Gruden set is not as strong as Chappelle set. If they both did a set, I'm sure Chappelle's funnier. So. Right. Yeah.
And okay, there you are, JR NYC. He's like, Dave Chappelle is performing. Gruden was having a white supremacist moment, and that's how they relate, right? Because they were trying to cancel Dave Chappelle as if he was a supremacist, right? As if he thought he was punching down, as they say, right? As if he thought he was better, right? But he wasn't. But the place that John Gruden was coming from in his writings, in his musings, he was definitely coming from a supremacist.
And also, you know what? NFL, we've already know the NFL is full of racist fucking owners and a bunch of racist people. So they're trying to minimize as much bad publicity as possible. Right now, the NFL pretending to viewership, they're trying to make sure it goes back skyrocketing through the roof, which it's not. It's just not. That's just the truth. And Chappelle wasn't saying he hated transgender, and he wasn't saying I hate transgender or I beat up lesbians. It's like I had a saying about that. There's the tendency.
Pretty sure that's not what happened. Yeah.
That's not. Yeah, no, there's nothing like that. And there's a saying that I had. I was saying to preface one of the jokes I do is just because you suck dick, it doesn't mean you can treat people like a dick or act like a dick. And we feel like anybody that is gay or transgender, they could be absolutely buck wild and do all kind of crazy shit, not really be talented, not really do that good. And because the transgender was like, well, hey, they've had a hard life, so let them through. Fuck that. No. If a transgender dude came up and started wiping his ball sack on Pedro's car, Pedro would have the right to get out the car and either tell him, don't wipe your ball sack on my car, get the fuck out of here, and, click clock your heels the fuck on. Or if Pedro chose and the dude started some rah-rah, he's allowed to smack shit out of him. And that's not, and people say, well, that's a hate crime. No, that's a nigga with a dress doing wrong shit when he shouldn't be doing it thing. And that part,
the dress would have nothing to do with it.
It would have nothing to do with it. What I'm saying
is, ultimately, Chappelle was just trying to highlight the reality that black people aren't getting our just desserts, our liberties as quickly as anybody else. As none of us should be having to fight for this anymore, but. Clearly, as he said, his problem is with white people.
Okay, so do you agree with CF? Dave's over the hill, by the way. And they,
he said, to be honest, no. I mean, it seemed like his, listen, if we're going to be honest, you say, to be honest, here's the thing. Stand-up comedy is about telling the truth, right? That's one of those adages. Is like
to a point.
No.
To a point.
No. The best comedy. All right. So there's a scale. There's a spectrum or whatever, right? There's your base jokes that are haha, don't mean shit, aren't gonna enlighten anybody. But the best comedy is telling the truth. And there's an adage that like, ha ha ha, it's funny because it's true. That's so true. Oh my God, that's so true. Oh shit, nigga, that's that real shit, nigga. Right. So like, no. So there's this thing that's like, okay, telling comedy is the truth, and truth is at this point in life subjective, right? Like there are some things that are completely empirical, but life is a lot about perspective. So each of us comedians are really trying to tell, or should be trying to tell, our absolute truth,
right?
And I think that Richard Pryor historically has been the best at that, and then Dave Chappelle is like another fan. Chris
Yeah,
Rock is
I
one.
gotta
But
say something.
Dave Chappelle is like great at telling his truth, like or like speaking what he believes is absolutely true, whether you agree with it or not. This man is speaking his absolute truth. You know
Okay,
what I'm
now
saying?
he's CF, whoever that
That's
is,
and
whoever
making it fun and making it funny, which is
making
the
it funny.
other
For what it's
important part.
worth, is Pete Dave. Dude's got no way to bomb now, and it's affecting him. No, I now from a common standpoint, I feel like he can shit on stage and everybody thinks it's cool. Because it's like Dave Chappelle shit on stage, and the way he shit was so clever. No, sometimes it's shit. And at the end of the day, when you get so big and you're so popular, there's a tendency sometimes for you to be able to get away with murder. And he worked to the point where he can get away with murder. But I think them trying to cancel him for some jokes. Y'all need to get your bitch ass together with it. It ain't that deep. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you go help the homeless motherfucker? Why don't you go do some stuff that actually matters in the world other than trying to cancel a comedian? And you suck a dick. Just so like there's go help a woman's shelter. Go do some shit like that. If you are down to help the transgender community, then go help the transgender community. Because you know what I'm saying? So I just think that they're so full of shit with that. And also Blanco Peter, who is our resident cunt stick, saying Pedro explaining comedy is vomit inducing. The shit you say, number one, you couldn't do what Pedro does on your best day. You can't, you're not a comic. You're not a stand-up comic, whoever you are. You're not a stand-up comic. You know you can't fuck with me. You can't fuck with Pedro. If we were all did a set on stage, we smoke your ass, even if you are a comic. So I have to get that
And
out there.
I don't even smoke ass.
Yeah,
Man.
you know what I'm saying?
Most of
I
the
would
time,
absolutely blow you off the fucking stage because I blow real niggas off the stage that really do this shit. So you ain't nothing but light work. All right. So don't. I just had to let you know that I let you slide with shit because you come into the feed with your little Twitter fingers and less with little bitch ass fingers, and then you can tell your fingers is bitch ass. You can tell your fingers got bitch like qualities. I'm sure that when you wave for a cab, they go look at that bitch ass hand.
This nigga, he typed with his knuckles because he don't want to fuck up his manicure.
He
and
don't
shit.
mess up your nails. So end of the day, man. I mean, really. And if you feel like you're strong, I tell you what. Anytime I'm coming to your town, why don't you come on the show and you go up after me, bitch? And then let me see how funny you are in real time in real life. Now that I got that out the fucking way,
Knuckle
it's just
typers.
I just see so many people that try to check comedians. And again, Chappelle's special I thought was a strong special. It was a controversial special. People talked about it, and it was good. And the correlation between that and Gruden is I see the fact that he said some controversial shit, but his controversial shit was based in a history of absolute horribleness pertaining to women, pertaining to racism, pertaining to the world. Whereas in Chappelle's thing was trying to navigate some jokes to give insight of what's going on and while I was doing it, and also getting laughs while he's doing it and having a good time while he's doing it. So there's no comparison to Chappelle. That was the first one. I knew that one would run long, but I'm telling you right now, he is one of the GOATs. But I don't think he's the GOAT. There's too many other comics that are so good. I still got to give it to Eddie. I still got to give it to Paul Mooney. I still got to give it to Dick Gregory. And I can still keep naming up, even though, Damon Wayans and Keenan Wayans and the stuff they created with Living Color and on and on and on. There's too many. Yeah. There's too many comics.
I would, I think at this point, it's somewhere between Richard, Eddie, Dave, and Chris, where
Chris Rock,
where Eddie though is like the most fun. You know what I mean? Like it's like silly shit that you could really, really laugh at.
Kevin Hart's funny too.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm not dismissing that at all. He's just like Eddie too to me, which is not
not a bad thing at all.
Not it's like, and he surpassed all of them in terms of record and finance and and sales and things like that. That's not my necessary measurement in terms of like greatness in comedy,
What's
but
up,
like
Stacy?
Kevin Hart is like fucking hilarious. Like I think the bro is hilarious, but I'm into like slightly deeper shit, even though Kevin like talks about himself a lot. Like it's introspective and it's like very uh kind of cathartic, I'm sure, for him. And I think for the
Okay.
world.
Carolina Boss says, who doesn't love Pluto Nash? Okay, motherfucker.
Now see, you talking about movies and we're talking about stand-up.
We talk about stand up.
Two
It's
different
two different
things.
things. But no, honestly, the thing about it is when we talk about Chappelle, the controversy of Chappelle is all over the fucking net. It's all there's article after article after article. The controversy over Gruden is all over. It's on CNN, MSNBC, it's on Fox, it's on every channel. Not that Fox is a fucking channel. Again, Fox is a fucking fantasy channel and they make up shit, but even it's on there. So what Gruden did is what a lot of these NFL coaches probably do. And I think it was I can't remember who said it on MSNBC, said, a lot of football coaches are scrubbing the fuck out of their emails right now. They are getting rid of their emails because they do not want to
don't understand how it worked though.
Because we can still get your email, bro.
They don't understand how.
Look at the sweat on this nigga's neck. He is just like, okay, yeah, I called him fast nigger and big booty hip runners. Yes, I said it. And yes, I tried to stick a broom up a cheerleader's ass. Yeah, I did it. I mean, but
where else do they go?
But he absolutely, but he's not going. It's not like his life is going to fucking fall apart from the standpoint of he'll miss football, but he will walk off with millions and millions and millions of dollars. So he'll be fine. So, Savage AF wanted to let y'all know, make sure you subscribe to the channel on iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and SoundCloud. Yeah, SoundCloud. And make sure when you do go subscribe, I forgot to do this in the beginning, but make sure when you subscribe, do this. Bing!
All right, so speaking of ringing the bell, man, I don't know if it's a ting-a-ling-a-ling, school bell ring, or when the whistle sounds at the shift change, but Joseph Robinette Biden, your president of the United States of America as it currently stands, not for much longer, but he is, I put that in quotations, cracking the whip. That's my thing. I'm saying that.
Yep.
But getting America working again. And like the Port of Los Angeles, UPS, FedEx, other basically links in the supply chain. He's fortifying them, to stay within the analogy, by sort of implementing a 24/7 work mandate.
Basically, around the clock. I used to work.
Obviously, that doesn't mean for one
right? Yeah.
One individual. Everybody working 24.
No, I worked on the docks before when I was doing comedy. I used to do comedy. I used to work on the docks from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. And then I graduated to forklift. Don't hate everybody.
Hey,
I was
get some money.
But we loaded Purina puppy chow on the pallets. And we put them on the pallets, put them on the boat.
Feeding America's dogs.
And no, we had puppy chow, horse chow, all kinds of chow, iguana chow. I mean, it was crazy, everything. So, but we would only work, midnight to 6 a.m. So basically, Biden said, no, it'll be all day.
Fire whipping on the ass.
Yeah, he's basically telling. He's like, yo, get to work, basically. And
I was being sort of hyperbolic with that, but it is kind of one of those things where it's like, all right, like let's do what we need to do. There's a shortage in truck drivers because of a lack of ability to train new truckers during the pandemic,
Wait, hold up.
So
Say that fast. Train truckers.
train new truckers during the
Say
damn
no,
pandemic.
you can do it.
Train truckers during the damn pandemic. Yeah, so
Yeah.
train
It's tough.
truckers.
It's tough to say, but I mean, okay. I'm going to ask you people in the feed. Okay, are you noticed that a lot of stuff is running out in the supermarkets? A lot of stuff is running out, clothes wise, used cars. I just got not a semi used car because it was very new and very new but used, and it's $2,000 more than it was last year and the year before because they're out of computer chips, and there's so much stuff missing because the shortages and backup. And in California, we had a massive oil spill which slowed down a lot of shit. It wasn't no regular oil spill. It was like fuck up the coast.
Hundreds of thousands of gallons.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things that go into play, and more people have quit their jobs because they're like, man, I've been working on this dock for 48 years. Fuck you, man. It's a pandemic. I'm going down to Cancun and drink some tequila and drink it off of a hooker's booty. That's what I'm gonna do. I mean, that's not what I'm gonna do.
I'm not even sure how you situate. I'm just trying to think of where the glass goes so that you
on
drink
the
it.
booty. No, but yeah, you pour it. What you do is you pour it down their back. It goes down their booty, and then
you catch the cascade.
You catch the cascade.
The cascade.
Oh, I should have saw that coming.
Come on.
All right, look. Okay, the Carolina boss. What they saying? What is he saying?
He said there's no shortage of truckers. They don't want to pay good rates for independent owners, and big companies pull cheap freight. All right, Carolina boss. We know, for those who don't know, he is a trucker out there. He's an essential, a vitally essential worker. And are you must be an independent owner as well, boss? I assume. And I know that, yeah. So we're learning there is a difference between the independent truckers and those who drive for a fleet and don't have to pay for their own gas versus an independent who does have to pay for their own food. So, if you're running a business in a operation like that, fuel prices fluctuating in a up and down volatile way, really affects your operating costs, detrimentally. He says there's ships just sitting offshore, waiting for prices to go up. Then they come in while the prices are high to get more money. So you're saying the ships are just doing this on purpose?
I think it is all a big scam. I agree with Carolina boss. It's all a big scam. I think that they do that, and then the supply gets so high, and then when they do release it, you pay the bigger prices because you want it. It's a fucking scam, just like the whole road is a scam.
I can't, I can't confirm that, right?
But they've done it before.
But I will just say that, okay, it does seem, because I was thinking like, all right, well, how does, how do they switch to a 24/7 operation of supply chain, operations, to, if there is a shortage of hands, like if there's a shortage of dock workers, like they've been saying, and a shortage of truckers, then how does 24/7 at the docks, at UPS, at FedEx, like how does that happen if you're already short already?
Well, AJ Fitz says Carolina boss, my uncle's been at docks on East and West, and they are not operating the cranes to move freight. People don't seem to know there's hundreds of ships on the East and West Coast backlog. No, they do know.
No, we do know. Yeah, no, we
do know.
I talked about that last week. Like we literally go back through the shows. We
do know.
We bring these things up. Like the port of Los Angeles is clogged. There are ships floating by the hundreds offshore of LA. So with all of that shit from China, all of that West Coast shit, like really that's what this is, bro.
Right, but
all those computer chips and
Carolina boss, I do think there is a level of scamness, a scamnitude. I don't know if that's a word. There's scamnosity.
All words are made up.
Yes, there you go, scamosity, where they do it to raise prices and to gouge the consumer. I think that companies always do that. I think they continuously do that. The motherfuckers is always about scamming the producer, the consumer, and charging higher prices. And I mean, for basic shit, toilet paper costs more now to wipe your ass. And you know what? And actually, toilet paper don't wipe your ass as good as the wet wipes. The wet wipes wipe your ass better than toilet paper, but toilet paper costs more than wet wipes.
And
Explain that shit.
The wet wipes fuck up the plumbing systems.
Right. So you can't put the wet wipes in the toilet because then it makes the toilet clog. So you put the wet wipes in the trash, and then
you got an ash trash can.
Right, and then you got that. But a lot of times I'm pro wet wipe. Now, I hope that y'all can understand. I've always been a wet wipe man, and I feel like I'm gonna be a wet wipe man till I die. I don't know if you all are wet wipes, but for all the wet wipe people, stand up, stand up, wet wipers. In fact, this is our motto: stand up, wet wipers.
I gotta admit, Shang, you sound a little bit yogurt-y when you talk about. Like, I feel like there's gonna be a wet wipe versus yogurt-y nigga movie.
Yeah.
Like all my wet wipe niggas.
All my wet wipe niggas stand up.
Where are my yogurt niggas at? Like
no, I mean, but okay, you can add. And Nicole A said you can
wet wipers come out and play. Yeah. Like it's gonna be one of those.
You can get the flushable wipes, but wet wipes. Put it this way.
No, the flushable ones are fucking up.
Wow, Miss Herb, as Afrop said, light skin. Yeah, light skin dudes do use wet wipes, whatever. Because I like my ass to smell like potpourri.
I'm a multi wiper.
See, I use toilet paper and that. I use the wet wipes to make sure that I wipe, and then I use the toilet paper to dry off and to throw it in. I'm a wet wipe man. I think I've shared too much shit with y'all, and let's move on to the next thing because
TMI.
Boom. Cool, but no, Biden. I think Biden is. I do like the fact that Biden is doing this. I think this is one of his gangster moments. Yeah, I think that he definitely did, and he is cracking the whip. He is.
Well, but it does lead to questions like, well, if it could be done now,
why didn't you do it before?
Yeah, why wasn't this possible before? Why hadn't it been done before? Seems like I guess the supply chain. We didn't have supply chain issues for the past 8-9 months or whatever, right? Like we've been all right on the ass wipes, but there is this. We see the ships, we see the lack of drivers, whatever it is. Sorry, boss. I don't know what's exactly going on, but things aren't moving. Whether it's the crane operators or I feel like we're getting into 4 out of 5 seasons of The Wire right now. Like, is it the teachers? Is it the politicians? Is it the union? Who did this shit? But either way, the supply chain was broken, and this is a way to fix it. And so,
I'm not mad at. And y'all can say what you want.
Holiday coming up. Yeah, y'all gonna pay out the ass now.
Gangster move from Biden. Even though it's all they are scam. They are scamming us across the board. In the world, they scam us. They scam us. All of the companies, all of the corporations, all of them try to scam us. They've been scamming us. And if I see you motherfuckers on the street, guess what happened? You know what I'm saying? Happy Halloween. Hands.
Apparently, Miss Avert meant bidet, which meant she was talking about water for butts. And how did we get here? Well, if you don't, if you say Biden instead of bidet, girl, we're going to get to a shitty place. All right. That's just how it is.
That's all it is. And JR, why would you say I have a squeaky pucker? That is just, I don't even know what to say with that.
I'm uncomfortable.
And of course, AJ Fit, if a big booty woman doesn't use wet wipes, they walk around smudging poo with their toilet paper leaves.
This big nigga said smudging poo.
With the wet wipe topic. Okay, look, at Carolina Boss, with the wet wipe topic, y'all need to drive trucks. I'm just telling you right now because I'm a wet wipe advocate. I always have been. But Savage AF is always bringing you all the new information, not only pertaining to what's going on with the country, but with wet wipes in your ass.
Hey. All right, you know what it is, y'all. All right, so we're going to keep moving through this one, but if you get ready for them overtime hours, man. Coming into the holidays, if you work in the supply chain critically like that, they I think they about to pay. They about to make it rain because look at him, Big Daddy stepping out the car like, baby, I got you. Just
That's
keep moving the boxes. We got you.
yeah, and you know
All
what?
right.
Biden did his thing with that, and I'm gonna give him that. I'm gonna give him that. So,
Yeah.
and again, Chappelle special was good. Ha!
Yeah. That's what it is. All right. So speaking of smacking you in the face, this is something that we do daily. And when we slap you in the face with this, it's me. And I'm gonna slap you like this.
Hey, hey, hey. It's your boy Black Pedro popping in. Hey, hey, hey. With another popping to let you know what's popping.
Where the hell to pop in?
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro with another popping to let you know what's popping, man. So I realized that I've been asking you guys to boycott the NFL for years now, for many, many moons. And I don't feel like I'm getting the proper traction. And then I realized, hey man. By the way, JRAMYC, I see this is your second Ari Spears reference today, so I'm gonna address it because I respect you. Ari Spears is funny, but a bit of an asshole. Okay, as they say. Just a wee bit of an asshole.
Right.
Whatever. That's from personal experience and whatever. All right, moving on. That's not the topic of today's popping. Your boy Black Pedro with another popping to let you know what's popping. I realized that in asking you guys to give up the NFL to boycott it at least for one season, I hadn't offered any alternatives, right?
What to do?
Stop watching football and just left you out there in a world of workless entertainment for a lot of us. Some people don't work on Sundays, a lot don't. What did, and that's why they play the football on Sundays so you can watch and drink and eat shitty food. And yeah. I failed you guys. I gave you nothing else to do. All right. Black Page will pop in today. I'm just going to give you just a few options of things you can do with your Sundays instead of watching the National Football League. Okay. First of all, this is a Christian nation that accepts all religions unless it ain't Christian. Okay. It's a God-given nation. Sunday, the Lord's day. Spend your day at church. Okay. Early service, midday, late night.
Wait a minute.
Late night.
But you don't believe in. You're an atheist.
Spend your whole for those who are Christian. This is for those who are Christian, okay? Late night, go ahead. Just go to all three services all day long. Give up your whole week's check. Do that. For my religious Christian people, God-fearing individuals, you should spend all of Sunday in church, okay? Yes, Nicole H. The Lord is white Jesus. Let them go celebrate him. Let them go live among him. Oop, missed that one. Hold on. Yes, Mr. Costello. Go to church, okay? For those who don't, okay? Another thing you do, clean your goddamn house, right? Stay home. Just clean up. Put on music. Just whatever genre you're into. Let it turn up in your crib. Clean up. Do the laundry. That clothes in the pile in the chair. That look like Jules Santana at the Verses, you know what I mean? Like, just, take that pile of clothes and put that shit away. Fold that shit, right? Wash your shit. Wash the kitchen floor. You know what I mean? Do things like that if you can. You're not working, you ain't doing shit. You ain't got to watch football. Get down. All right? You ain't got to, you do it, but, a little better than that. You're going to dance with it like you.
What?
There are usually other sports on. You could find like soccer or some, depending the baseball, playoffs might be on for a minute. Eventually, college basketball is about to start soon. The NBA is going to start soon. So I'm sure there'll be games on Sundays for you to enjoy. All right, you could just switch to a whole other sport and still, it's still a reason to get drunk and eat shitty food. All right, but yeah, man. The reality is, on a Sunday, other than watching the NFL, you can literally do any motherfucking thing else. But please, this your boy Black Pedro with another pop-in to let you know what's popping. Stop popping in on the fucking NFL. Do
Yeah,
anything else. Go out,
I
go
agree with you.
outside. Watch the sky. Look
Lawn
at a
work.
cloud and see what it do.
Right.
For as long as it do.
If you got a lawn work, you could
Garden. You grow food. It's gonna be needed. And stockpile it. Hide it in your door. Dry it out. Pickle. Preserve. You need to learn how to trap small food, mice, rodents, so that you can,
I don't know where he went there, but
I'm trying to prepare people. It baby steps. It starts with stop watching the NFL. From there, we'll get into prepper apocalypse training.
I think there's
It's
a lot
all
of
connected.
stuff you can do. You can have fun with your family. Actually, hang out with your family for a minute and not be looking at the phone. Hang out because we don't do weekends, but you can. I was going to say something creepy, but I'm not going to do it now.
That's what this show is for.
No. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. But you vacuum your cat. You can just, I mean,
why is that? How can that be a thing, dog?
That is it. Vacuum your cat.
That cat is so chill about it too.
Okay, you could do that. There's a lot of things you could do on a Sunday other than
AJ Fit. I've been at the gym on Sundays too, man, and I found that it's conveniently empty, and machines and benches are readily available. The basketball court is open and free. I can just work on my shot before I really start running game on these niggas. And I don't think the cats don't like to be vacuumed in my house.
Well, this cat looks like he's enjoying it.
Yeah, no, he's definitely.
Yeah.
I just don't know how you find that out. Like that must be.
How do you find it out? Trial and error. So.
Well.
Okay, so I thought we was gonna do the AT&T thing, but we jumped past that, so we're gonna.
No. Yeah, that's an old banner. I did it the other day. It's all you, dog. It's a SHANGRY.
Oh shit! Here, well, I can delete all this shit. I'm ready to do that.
Sorry, my bad.
No, it happens, motherfuckers. You know how we get to do it like you know what it is, motherfuckers.
Son of a bitch, come on.
All right, well, you know what it is. I always get mad about the goddamn. I love the Democrats when they do shit right, but when they do shit wrong, they got to get that smoke. Hey, everybody. Mine today is pertaining to the Democrats not taking a stand when they need to take a stand, when we really need to stand. Like the stand right now, we need a goddamn stand. We need a goddamn stand. We need to take a stand like a motherfucker. Like we don't need a little happy Biden. We need the motherfucking mad, crazy Biden. We need a Biden that's ready to fist fight. We need an angry Biden. We need a Biden that's yelling at motherfuckers and going nuts. We do not need a little sad sack ass Biden. We need a sad sack ass Democrats. The Democrats are just sad sack ass bitches right now, and we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose the Senate. We're gonna lose the Congress. We're gonna lose the thing. We're gonna lose pertaining to voting rights. Black people are people of color because the Republicans don't play fair. They aren't trying to be, bipartisan. They are socking the fucking Democrats in the grill every chance they get. And we just stand there. Donkeys can kick too, but they don't. So the Democrats, I need them to stand up or either stand the fuck up or shut the fuck up and understand that we're not going to fucking win. And if you don't get more angry, and all you people out there pertaining to voting, if if you don't get more angry, and if you don't get out there and just make shit happen, we are going to lose badly to the Republicans because they're cheating their asses off already. We saw that they already get through with all this stuff, and they are beholden. They've been beholden. Spam calls.
They're trying to interrupt the knowledge
right now,
brother.
and they
trying
are
to interrupt the knowledge.
They are beholden to this little cunt stick of a man, and that's what they do. They like stupidity over patriotism. So fuck them. And if anybody out there does not understand it as a Democrat or a progressive or leaning to the left, even a moderate, you will definitely lose the rights that you have fought for. We will lose more people in the Supreme Court. We will lose more people on the fucking base court. And we will lose people in local elections. We need to slam dunk the fucking Republicans on the top of their head. We got to beat their ass to the fullest. And if we don't, guess what the fuck's going to happen? We are going to be, they talking about make America great again. We're going to make America fucked up again. And it's been fucked up. There's going to be a bunch of niggas walking around looking at you like, you did this. You did this, nigga. You. So Biden, I need a little bit more from you. Come on, bro. I need a little bit more from you.
If we keep going like this, though, we will have more people at the food court.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe not the Supreme Court, but
the
food court will be held down.
So you know what I think we need to do? I think the Democrats need to grab the Republicans off the top rope.
Just yagada.
Yagada. Yo, that's my shangry for today because I really do think that the Democrats are slipping. They're letting the shit slide, man. They're letting a lot of shit slide. They put subpoenas out on these motherfuckers, Pedro. And these motherfuckers is like, no, I'm not coming in. Then you go to jail, bitch.
Yeah, isn't there a thing where you're like
if you don't answer a subpoena, your ass should be in jail getting possibly
the DOJ
threatened with ass invasion.
Yeah, I mean, Garland, is not looking much stronger. Like the DOJ let that slide, obviously under Trump because it was a Trump-controlled DOJ. But DOJ is supposed to be separate from the White House, and in this case, they should be going like literally after these motherfuckers once they're not complying.
The insurrectionists is getting tap on the wrist. Some of these insurrectionists that absolutely positively said they shit. They getting 1 year in jail for going in the Capitol and attacking motherfucking cops.
Bro.
1 year in jail, and a nigga crossed the street jaywalk, and we get 50 years. So fuck that. I want to see the Democrats come with it.
And then when brothers and sisters are in jail and they fucking lose a relative or some shit like that, and they try and get to a funeral, denied. But these judges are letting these insurrectionists go to fucking Steelers games in Mexico, and
right.
I know it's a popular brand, but fuck the Steelers, man. That's not a reason to uninsurrection your ass. Anyways.
Yes.
All right, Savage AF, man. We'll be right back here tomorrow, Thursday, October 14th.
I will be in Colorado Springs tomorrow.
All right, so will it be a solo dro show?
It might be a solo dro show. My flight gets in pretty early, so I'm hoping that it's not. Yeah, because
you'll be an hour ahead though, so it might. We'll see.
No,
it'll be.
My show. I think it'll
be
9.
Okay, so we might have time. So we'll see what's up. But either way, I'll be here for y'all. Savage
Pedro
AF.
will be here.
Savage AF will be here for you guys.
Yes,
Savage the brand is here for you guys. Whether
it might be a Dro show and a blow low. Yo, I don't know. That wasn't skills.
For sure though.
For sure though.
Tomorrow though, the show will go on as we do, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Until then, guys. I'm Black Pedro.
I'm Shang.
Shang. Savage AF. Fucking feelings. Facts, man.
Wait, I gotta let them know. Reno. You know what it is. Boom.
The 19th through the 24th, we will be there
at the Legacy
Laugh Factory, Legacy Casino, Laugh Factory, Reno. Gonna be a great time, guys.
Come out to the show. And I will be bringing my hardcore comedy, my revenant comedy. I'll be in Colorado Springs. If you get a chance, Colorado Springs, the 3 E's Comedy Club, Friday and Saturday. I will be there Friday and Saturday for 4 shows. Make sure you get your tickets now. Go to 3 E's Comedy Club for tickets. Get your tickets now. Don't fuck around. If you're in the Colorado Springs area or anywhere in that area, tell your friends. Come out to the fucking show. All right, y'all. We are out of here.
You know
like
what it is.
Vladimir. That's the only thing that rhymes with out of here. Vladimir. So you got to give some positive, man. Lead with.
First of all, I want you guys to stay healthy.
Yep.
I want you to stay fighting in your beliefs. And I want you to stop putting your fingers in your nose. Just stop with the booger thing. Just stop.
All right.
Stop.
Can you do it? Yeah.
Keep your finger out your nose.